Let's expose the Bitcoin Ponzi, shall we? Well, it took a while today. Hey, I've never said I was the sharpest tool in the shed. While X was down, for me to pick it up. Hey, it's a sign. Go ahead and make this video that's been cooking around in your head for a while. So, I guess it's time for the anonymous OG to make my case why Bitcoin is without any doubt a fact not in dispute that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Once proven, then you can decide if you want to participate in it. Okay, why listen to the anonymous OG? That's actually a very, very good question. All right, per usual, I am an outlier. You know, I was watching Adam Carolla today on a podcast, and he said, I never make any arguments unless I know I can win. Well, I don't talk about things that I don't understand very well. All right, so I spent 10 years full-time in multi-level marketing. So I only needed 10,000 hours for Malcolm Gladwell to consider me to be an outlier, an expert in multi-level marketing. I have many, many more hours than that. Maybe more importantly, I don't know if you use this as a qualifier, I made a ton of money in MLM while most people don't. Okay, before the words on this slide, one of the things I want y'all to remember or think about or ponder is one of the things that I did in the MLM business is you're all the time in that business, you're always evaluating other MLM businesses and projects because a lot of them are Ponzi's. And so when you get really, really, really good in that industry, you know how to see, which ones are good business structures and which ones are Ponzi's. Okay, so I got really great at that. All right, I am also a crypto and a blockchain outlier. Excuse me, one take. Like Kevin. All right, first saw Bitcoin and started studying it in 2014. Since, once again, well over 10,000 hours of research completed. So I know Ponzi's. Lots of MLMs are Ponzi's. And I know crypto and blockchain. 95% of them are going to fail. You have got to start understanding how to be able to pick them. And they're obvious. Okay, next slide. Okay, right before we get started, I also want to let you know whether it's important to you or not. I got nothing to pitch you. I'm not selling anything. I don't have any product I want you to sell, any conference I want you to go to. I'm just trying to help you. That's it. Be able to see the truth. I am a truth and an American maxi. Yeah, the most crypto I hold is XRP because I think it's the one that makes the most sense. But I'm not selling you anything. I'm not trying to pitch you anything. I'm just trying to help you to be able to understand what a Ponzi is and what isn't. Okay, the Bitcoin Ponzi is like all other Ponzi's. Obvious if one knows what to look for. This will be much easier for you to comprehend if you set aside what you think Bitcoin is or what you want it to be. Look, an apple is an apple, whether you want it to be an orange or not. It is an apple. Okay, some of y'all are married. The boss is always right. Yeah, you got to do a happy wife, happy life. All of that. So the wife asks you to go to the store and pick up some stuff, right? you being the well-meaning dudes that you are, or dudettes, whatever the case may be, you go with all the best intentions and you want to make that wife happy. You get to the store and then you realize you have no idea what she wants you to pick up. You do not know what to look for. So how in the world are you going to pick up something in the store unless you just buy the entire store and bring it back to the house? How are you going to make that wifey happy? You got to know what you're looking for. Okay, so in Ponzi schemes, and I love this little thing I got off the web, 3 main elements, and then they give you 4. You got to love that. Thank you, Grok or whatever, whoever. But anyway, there's 4 things that you can use to identify a Ponzi and a legitimate business. Okay, so I'm going to go over each of the 4 with you. All right, let's go. Okay, number 1, investor deposits. That doesn't really disqualify Bitcoin for being a Ponzi because, what businesses don't have investor deposits or investments, right? Okay, however, that's not the point. There are investor deposits in the Bitcoin Ponzi. It qualifies so far? Okay. Not only that, but the only way the Bitcoin Ponzi grows is new money flowing in. Apple doesn't grow just because of new investor money. They invest money and make more products and sell more products. You feeling me? Okay, so what is the only thing that makes the Bitcoin Ponzi grow? If the answer is new money, the Bitcoin Ponzi qualifies so far. Yes, Anonymous OG, you speaking the truth. Okay, number 2, little or no legitimate business operations. Okay, this is getting really easy now. Name the legitimate business operations in the Bitcoin Ponzi business. You can't. I can't. Satoshi and all the Bitcoin maxis can't. Drum roll, because none exist. The Anonymous OG, 2 for 2. Number 3, little or no profits or earnings from business operations. What's the business? Adding new money? That isn't business earnings. That is the next greater fool buying more Bitcoin. So we can agree so far the Anonymous OG is 3 for 3. All right, number 4. The source of returns to investors is cash received from new investors. In other words, there's just new money coming in and then it's being distributed to the previous participants, the ones who got in earlier. Want to argue with the Anonymous OG? Knock yourself out. Simply tell me any other way the Bitcoin Ponzi grows other than new money coming in. You can't. Looks like we are 4 for 4. See, what legit businesses do is they have actual products and services. Apple just said that they were going to invest their own money, $500 billion, to expand business operations in the United States. Additional revenue will come from selling more of their products and services to people who, drumroll, use them. They're building something that has use, utility. In Ponzi's, nothing like that exists. No product or service, just money moving around. Okay, more proof the Bitcoin Ponzi is what it is, not what participants want it to be. These numbers are just examples, not to represent exact numbers. It's just an example. Okay, Jane bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Ponzi, at $84K. Desperate to keep adding more money into the Bitcoin Ponzi, Sale and Sailor borrows more money and buys $2 billion worth more of Bitcoin. One thing that you might want to ask yourself, folks, why is he so desperate to keep adding new money into the Ponzi? Because when they stall, that's when the collapse begins. Well, what happens to Jane's Bitcoin value? It goes up to $86,000 based on nothing but new money being dumped into the Bitcoin Ponzi. I am game. Anyone offer to me any other way? I'm listening. Tell me how the Bitcoin grows other than new money coming in? Go ahead. I'm listening. Okay, the Bitcoin Ponzi is a Ponzi, proven beyond any reasonable doubt. Facts not in dispute. The anonymous OG rests his case. Okay, so now what? Well, once I understood that Bitcoin was a Ponzi scheme, I sold what I held over 2.5 years ago. Not financial advice, but now you got to ask yourself, do I want to participate in a Ponzi scheme? Think it through, because your answer reveals who you really are. Because see, in Ponzi schemes, 3 things are inevitable. Not trusting me yet? Do some research. Number 1, they always collapse. If the only thing driving it is new money, at some point, the new money stops. When the new money stops or slows enough, confidence begins to crumble. And then as soon as the confidence begins to crumble, everybody's trying to get out as fast as they can. All right, number 2, the majority of the participants get hurt, i.e. they lose their money. All right, number 3, the timing is the only factor determining winners and losers. Money can be made, absolutely, but at what cost? One question you have to ask yourself, what kind of world do you want to live in? As long as I get mine, F everybody else? Or there's plenty of everything, let's only invest and promote legitimate businesses. I made my choice 2.5 years ago. I sold. What is your choice to be? Good day, the anonymous OG.